Everything started when the Crystal Hollows were released on the main server. I didn't know that gemstones were by far the best money-making method, so I wasn't in the Crystal Hollows to do mining. I was there to run around and explore the map. The concept of the Hollows is pretty nice: mine through walls without any bug abuse, find structures, gemstones and much more. I was doing some commissions for the new Heart of the Mountain levels. Since I had a titanium drill X455 back then, I wasn't able to break all of the gemstones due to its breaking power of 8. About 1 month after the release, I hit Heart of the Mountain 7 and stopped mining for a few months, because my setup was too bad to actually make money from it. 2 months later, right as my golden dragon leveled up to level 200, I needed quite a lot of money, and all my money-making methods were boring. Ghost grinding, dungeons, and frag runs. Since I had 1 billion coins on my bank for the golden dragon, I thought about buying a decent mining setup for about 200 million coins. I asked a friend if it's worth it and if it ever pays off. He said yes, so I thought what I was buying. I thought about Divan Armor, since it's by far the best mining set. I also kinda like buying the best set, rather than the second best, which I might have to sell later, if I want to upgrade my gear. So I've decided to buy a Divan Armor set. For the drill I thought about buying the Gemstone Gauntlet. But then I remembered that I still got my X455 titanium drill and decided to upgrade it once, or maybe even twice, depending on how much it costs. As I checked the auction house, I realized that the drill upgrades and the armor were quite a bit more worth than 200 million coins. However, I bought them anyways and said to myself that I will make that money back anyways. I got the Divan armor for a pretty good price, about 90 million each piece. But the drill upgrades were expensive, especially the 30-core Leonite you need for the X655. I bought them anyways and were broke again. I just spent 800 million coins on a mining setup. I've started mining in the mines of Divan and I was surprised how much money I made per 5 minutes, about 800,000. I maxed my gemstone collection, which didn't took too long with the amount of pristine I had. Then I realized the artifact of power was a thing, so I bought that as well and put every perfect gemstone in there, since they were quite cheap from the dupes that have happened lately. Right after I bought that, I took a look at my Heart of the Mountain tree, which was very bad. So then I started the powder grind for about 3 to 4 days, and to be honest, that is the worst part about mining. It is extremely boring. With about 3 million of each powder I reset my tree and started gemstone mining in the mines of Divan. Mining gemstones and selling those to the NPC every few hours. I also bought a ball pet and mined some topaz, but I didn't really like that, so I went back to the mines of Divan. About 2 weeks later my mining setup has already paid off and I had about 850 million coins in my bank again. I didn't want to buy any more mining stuff, because then I would force myself to actually mine until it has paid off. At the end of the day though I bought a Divan's alloy for quite cheap and started forging my Divan's drill. About 2 days later it finished forging and I went back to the Crystal Hollows. I haven't expected too much of the Divan's drill, but it actually was a huge difference to the X655. I also found a gemstone overlay on the Hypixel forums. It didn't look too good, but it was helpful seeing the actual glass blocks better. I mined a ton of jade, sold it to the NPC and eventually upgraded all my flawless gemstones on my armor and my drill to perfect gemstones. A few months have gone by. My gemstone collection was at 600 million already. I haven't upgraded any of my gear, I just mined all day long. There wasn't much left to actually buy to improve my mining setup, but one of those things I actually wanted to have for a long time already, a Scatha pet. It's a pet with an insanely low drop chance from a Scatha, which you can mine up by mining in a small tunnel. There are 3 different rarities of the Scatha pet. The rare one, the epic one, and the legendary one. The rare one is a decent pet with a bit of mining speed, 100 fortune and some more stats. For about 400 million coins. The epic one is even better with 25 more fortune. But since it's like twice as rare as the rare one, it costs about 850 million coins. And the legendary one is pretty much the same as the epic one. The third perk it gives is kind of useless. And it costs 2.5 million coins. So I decided to buy the epic one and leveled it up to level 100 within a few hours of mithril mining. At the same time a friend of me started making a custom gemstone overlay for me. And compared to the overlay I used before, it is so much better. Not only the glass blocks, but the glass panes got custom textures. And probably the best part about this pack are the sounds. Those annoying glass sounds were replaced by the 117 amethyst sounds. With all the new stuff I went back to the crystal hollows and started mining again. A few days later a mining fiesta has happened, which almost brought me to my goal of 1 billion gemstones. And a few days later this happened. Well, the question is, was it worth it? Spending billions of coins on a mining setup? Yes, it was. In total I've made like 2 billion coins profit from mining, and since I don't have to buy that much more mining gear to be maxed out, I will make a lot more profit off of it in the future. It takes a while to make the money back, and you need a lot of money to actually start mining, but once you got a bit of time and a decent setup, it is 100% worth it. And with about 25 million coins per hour it's by far the best money making method in the game right now. That's the end of the video, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed, please make sure to like and subscribe. I also have a Discord, link in the description down below. See you in the next video, bye.